All right. So like I said, don't have a lot of time. Let me just see what do we got here. How many people hopped in? 4 people. All right. Let me hit my bowl, and then we'll do this. So give me just like 2 minutes, and then yeah, 10 minutes. We'll just run through the few trades I still have open. Obviously, I got stopped out on a bunch of stuff, so stand by. Be right back. You guys can use the chat in YouTube, or we could use crypto chat in Discord. That works. Whatever. I don't care. Just ping me wherever. Just make sure you tag me if you hit me in Discord. Otherwise, use the YouTube chat. All right. I'll be right back. Yo, all right. I am back. Okay, let's run through, see what we got. Yeah, I'm gonna look at algo because it's one of my trades. All right, I'm just gonna go up the list here. Got stopped out. That was days ago, several days ago. My bat trade, but anyway, got stopped out on that. CVC pump, man. I didn't get in here. I don't know if you guys were in the other stream, but so I had this trade all set. I put it on the chart. I was going to share this chart and go and place the trade, and I didn't do it. I don't remember what happened and why I didn't, but then it pumped and dumped 83%. So if I had a trailing stop on that, oh, that would have been insane. I would have locked in epic gains. But whatever, missed opportunities. No open trades on any of these. It's going to be Quantum. XLM, I got stopped out. I think I actually got in on Coinbase. I have to check. I think I have that on here. Okay, so I got stopped out on that one too then. Coinbase and Binance. All right. So that one's dead. Stopped on BNB. Still have an open trade on KMD. Got even a newer entry here. Well, I still have a pretty large position in KMD, so I didn't buy more here. I think I shared it on Twitter even, or maybe only in the group. I said if you missed out on the last entry for KMD, this could be a time to buy in. So far, it's actually going pretty well. It's only probably up 0.5%, whatever, but 1.5%. It's moving up is my point. So it's trading well against Bitcoin as long as Bitcoin doesn't do anything too crazy in either direction. But we'll get to that in a quick second. So with KMD, I have an open trade here, plus the original trade where I still have 60% of my original position in the trade. The rest I took 10% profit on. Oh no, I think I might actually move this up during the live stream last night. I just never reflected it in the chart. I think during last night's live stream, I think we were watching it as it was pumping like this, and I locked in more profit. But I have to go check my account. I don't remember exactly what I did. But if you were in the stream last night, you'll remember we were watching this call live where it was running up really quick, and I was moving up my stop loss progressively. But so I'm holding KMD. I still have a bag from RVN way earlier, but not a substantial position. Most of the position I got stopped out. I might actually get back in here. The problem is I'm going to sleep, but if we get above the 222, because even my other breakout calls for RVN did really well, well, we never actually completed breaking above the 222 EMA. So if we were to do that, that would be pretty massive. So you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to set an order now for RVN, because if it pushes up above the 222, I'm going to want to get in. It's a BTC pair. When these things fill overnight, sometimes it sucks because I can't right away set my stop loss. So if I'm sleeping and it fills here and I wake up and it already dipped back down, it kind of could get screwed. But with the kids waking up during the night, at some point I'll probably be able to check my phone. And I'll set an alert. All right, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to set an order to buy RVN if it breaks the 222 and the minor resistance here at 350. I'll probably want to get a spread of at least a couple sets. Let's see. 53. 353. I would say 352, 353 would be a good place. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set that order in a second. Let me do it now so I don't forget. If you do enter there, stop loss could probably go down like 2.5%. So there's enough space below the 222 that if it does push up and dip back down, as long as that support holds and it doesn't go back down, we'll be pretty safe from getting stopped. Let me just quickly set that order. All right, I'm good. Hot. I was stopped out of the earlier trade on that one. LTC I am out of, although it is doing pretty well now. It might not be a bad time to actually get in. It's holding above the 222 finally. Look how the 222 rejected us really hard on that push. And again, right here, the fact that we're above the 222, I know I said I wasn't going to get into any trades, but I am going to do this. So right now, it actually, so wave one, this was a pretty strong resistance right here where it ended right before it came down and retraced. So looking at that, we're sort of right at that level, slightly above that support. So as long as we push up from here, I should be pretty safe if I'm able to do, let's see, as long as it's like 2.7. Maybe I'll try to get in a little bit lower. Yeah, I'm going to set a couple orders here around like 80, 43, 80, 45, 80, 47. Because it's going to dip down a little bit, and then I can get filled a little lower because I want to be able to have my stop loss below the 222 EMA, and I want to give it a little bit of space. If it was like right here, that wouldn't be ideal because it's right there. So I'm going to set those orders in like the, well, you know what? I think I could even justify like 80.38 to 80.42 in that range. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to set a Litecoin order, but I'm going to buy, I'm actually doing it against Bitcoin. Well, I'm going to buy it with USDT. So let me see what a comparable price is with USDT, because I think I'm going to have to do it that way. We're dipping a little bit here. Okay, I'm buying it with USD because I have USDT to make this purchase, but I'm going to set my stop loss based on the BTC chart. Or sorry, based on the LTC BTC chart. So I know that's confusing. Let's just say it's an LTC BTC trade because that's where I have this analysis already set up. So just assume that this is exactly what I'm doing. Well, roughly, my stop loss won't be exactly at 7,800. It'll be a little bit off, but it pretty much is exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to set my trades first, and then I'll post that in the group for everybody else. Same order. All right, I'll be good on that. So this trade more or less is what I'm doing. The fact that I'm buying with a different pairs just confuses things. Another issue with this is, as a short-term trade, I think we can move here. I actually think this is a really good time to enter for like a medium-term position. So what I might do is set like 60 or 70% of my stop loss at this price based on this chart, and then put the rest a little bit lower, but I don't know. We'll see. And then Link. Okay, so yeah, Link is finally moving up nicely from this entry. Last night's live stream, I told you guys if you hadn't gotten in at the original entry, since we retraced all the way back down here, this was a good time to get in where you could take on even less risk than I had. So if you're in Link now, you're in a good position. I think this is looking really strong. Once we push up and close above this resistance at 255, that'll be a great sign. I don't have anything open on any of these. I'm stopped out of all those. I have the more recent algo trade, which is still open. My stop loss is still down at 765 or something like that. But yeah, this trade still looks good. I mean, as long as we don't retrace any further than we are now. But my stop loss is set, and I'm not worried about any of these other ones right now. I still have Matic. No, I got stopped out by this wick. It actually fucking sucks because I got stopped out of both my original trade, the remaining bag I had left, and my more recent entry. And then we went up after I got wicked out. So I was kind of pissed about that, but it happens. It is what it is. So I'm not holding Matic for a short-term trade right now, but I still think it's going to go up. I just don't think it's a good enough entry right now where I really want to take it because I'm kind of nervous about the rest of the market. I want to see what happens with Bitcoin. And then lastly, Algo. Yeah, I'm still in this trade on Algo. It still looks completely bullish to me. As long as BTC doesn't take a huge dive, I think Algo is going to hold and keep moving up. This really does have some legs. It could continue for a while. So I'm going to keep a position in Algo probably at all times as long as we're still, at least looking bullish. Volume has gotten a lot lower. I want to see the volume pick back up again, but I don't think that's a negative sign per se. It's just what happens. You go through peaks and troughs. A lot of money's moving around with BTC selling off for the last couple hours. That's it. And then Quantum, I have a trade on Quantum here, which was my old trade, and I was still in that trade. We got in over here. It went up. For whatever reason, I didn't move my stop loss up on this trade. I don't know if I forgot or something, but then it came all the way back down, and I didn't get stopped out. So if you did get stopped out because you were in the same trade as me, but you moved up your stop loss, you could still get in down here. It's not up that much, but this was the trade that I shared earlier in the group where I figured we're right back at my original entry, so I was going to get right back in. I did get stopped out when it came all the way back down on some of my position. I don't know what happened. I only had like 30 or 40% of my position on that stop loss, and the rest of my bag I actually didn't get stopped out on, but luckily it held and it started going back up, so saved my ass. If it dropped a lot from here, I would have been screwed. I would have lost a bunch of money. That would have sucked. Yeah, that's it. So just that Quantum trade yielding another one open. And then I'm not going to get into XLM again yet because first of all, I just got stopped out, so I'm butthurt and I don't trust her right this second, but I want to see what happens with Bitcoin. So really quick, with Bitcoin, this is the 618 retracement from that big move up, right where I have the most probable support. If we keep going down a little bit, that's most likely where we would end up holding. We could hold right here and move back up, which would be great because my few open trades would actually do really well. And then tomorrow we would have some really good trade opportunities. But if it does still go down a little bit further, it'll probably go down right over here. That'd be like the perfect time to buy into a Bitcoin position. If it goes down to that support and it holds, if it breaks right through, obviously you don't get in. But if it holds for like the first half of the first hourly candle right on that support, you could buy in right there and then set your stop loss 1.5 or 2% below the support, and that could be a really great trade. It might happen while I'm asleep, so I'm not going to do anything about it, but if you guys are watching and you see that happen, that's what you want to look for. Wait for it to go down and get support at that support, and if it breaks through, obviously don't get in because there's nothing to do. There's nothing good about that. But if it does hold, it's a good time to buy in right on the support with a stop loss pretty close below. Then you're not taking that much risk. All right, that's it. I'm going to get some sleep, but hopefully we'll have a lot of better trade opportunities tomorrow, especially if Bitcoin starts picking itself back up. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. If you still need me until I actually physically pass out, I'm available. If you need me, just hit me up in Discord. All right, catch you later.